Communication, right? If you don't do editing process, the editing process is not done thoroughly. Any error that is going to come out from that particular communication would lead into completely sending of maybe completely wrong message, or misunderstanding, or misinformation. So it's a process that is a must for anyone who is involved in communication, and to do with graphics or to do with text, that a person is supposed to do the editing process. Um, so if you talk about text editing, there are a number of reasons why editing is done, and some of the reasons, which are obvious reasons, some of them. One of them is editing is done because it is compulsory. Why is it compulsory? Anyone who is communicating using text before the final product is communicated to the target audience, a person is supposed to edit, to do or to undergo a process of editing to ensure that the communication is going to be made as intended, but in terms of the way the communicator intended, and also to ensure that uh, it is in the right format, right, and also the structure is appropriate. So compulsory is one of the reasons because it's compulsory. It's just a must that a person has to do it, and also editing, text editing is done to ensure accuracy and to make sure that the facts are checked, and also to make sure that there is clarity, and also spacing is correctly done, and also issues to do with the typography or any typographic issues are also sorted out. And I think we also talked about, if you remember, we talked about this, we were talking about, you remember this text, this litigation, we asked about it. That what does the litigation mean? We were talking about
like defamation,
yeah, it's not like it's like there was a time when there was the well, this is similar to it. It's the time we were talking about editing in general, because some of these are just general editing, right? So when I said there was this sentence to avoid litigation, so you asked, you say, what does litigation mean? If you remember, right? So when I said that this is something to do with the sentence, I mean the let me say the communication text that could lead up into legal issues, right? So you have to make sure that you know that particular text is not going to get you sued or maybe bring you some legal challenges, right? So something like that. And there are so many of them. Those are just one of them. And as I already said, that editing is one of those parts that take place almost everywhere, apart from just writing. But you are always writing, apart from not only thinking about text, but in graphics, it has to be done. And it's not only maybe in a specific field like media, in the media, but any other field that is where people are going to write something, especially professional fields, right? You'll say if it's just something that is not taken seriously, that would be something that is not going to be regarded to be one of the most important. But fields that are more professional, whereby they need to make sure that the information is correct, you make sure that the editing is done. Okay. So there are some number of elements that we're going to check. One of the elements, I'm just have to check, okay, why do you, what are the reasons that makes you do editing? So we think about the importance now. Why is editing important, right? The importance of editing. And I do believe that when you think about the importance of editing, there could be, maybe just a guess, right? Without even telling you why it is important. So here there's a quote by this an American writer who said, this name is, let me say the name is because I'm not so sure if it's he or she, C.J. Cherry, but the writer said, it is probably okay to write garbage, right? As long as you edit it brilliantly. That's the statement, right?
So, before you proceed, what is the way garbage mean?
Okay. Have you ever heard the name garbage collectors?
Yes.
Who are garbage collectors?
I don't know the name of them.
Do you know acid?
Yes.
You have heard acid collectors? Those are garbage collectors. So if they are collecting garbage, what is garbage? You are listening about it. You know what they collect. You see them what they collect. What do they collect? Do they come and collect your food that you don't eat?
No.
But what is the common thing about the things they collect? A common element of the things they do collect.
Like nasty things like
yeah. So garbage that is garbage. The garbage. Right. We just studied. What's the time now? Okay. We're just studying. I will not come back again. Where we come from? Because 30 minutes is enough. So it's to do with text editing, right? That's what we would like to do. I'll say that for the exams, probably next week, when I give you the papers and do revision, whatever. So that's that. But today, we wanted to do this. So text editing is something that is common. And we just studied some of the reasons. I think in here, there's so many reasons, right? I don't think that I can spend much of the time here or say that you can ask yourself that I mean, in terms of the word text and editing, is there a word that is difficult? Can you say you don't understand any one of the two? Text you don't. Editing, because although I've just studied, I didn't even define it. What is editing? Because that's maybe the best way to start. What is editing?
It is the process of collecting common mistakes in writing using type.
It is a process of what?
Correcting common mistakes.
Okay, the process of correcting common mistakes. Okay. Why have you put it common? If it's not common, is it not a mistake? If it's a mistake but it's not common, you're going to leave it.
No.
So that's why you can see how you define change there. You can trap yourself there with some ways because a mistake is a mistake. I was going to say minor mistake. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. Doesn't matter if it's more common, not common, but if you are supposed to correct a mistake, you're supposed to correct it. Okay. And the good thing of maybe just as a hint, if you like when you like to define terms, because this is a common thing, don't rush to define a term when you see it without thinking much about it. Because they might give it one word is not there, but you will not notice it. For example, I've said what is editing? Don't text editing. I didn't put text there. It's just editing there. But because in your head you're thinking about text, you'll be defining text there. So you might trap yourself. That's what you trap yourself there. That's why they say, I know it's a problem when you are during exams there. When you have to I wasn't really careful. People don't pay attention. For example, but it's important to you a question because each and every question, some of the details. We're talking about one table, two tables there. Either to define, can explain, can chapter. So when you see that, then answer. So I'm not because I was talking about context, people think, oh, what I said is because I've said that anything can be done not only in text or in writing, right? It can do as in our course in graphical communication, it can even be done in graphics, right? You are designing something, then you edit the graphic, right? So it's not all about text, but I think the rest is okay. So I do believe that you know yourself what is editing because I'm asking definition. In your own definition, what is editing anyway? In your own words, how do you understand editing? What is editing? It's not a new word, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. So because it's not a new word, you can define it. And I'm saying that just use your own words. Don't strive for a text definition. Just what you somebody asks you, how was what you do with this? The sequence, the way you can use.
It is
It is what? You cannot say, tell me that you can't even start
no.
even in one sentence. Because I know you want to say it, but you are afraid to say it. No. Say it.
Okay.
Just say it.
It is the process of adding in information or text or removing.
Okay. It's the same thing that I was explaining to him, to her, right? Whereby I say, I didn't say text editing. I've said editing. Which means when you say text, you are not wrong, but you could be wrong a little bit because now we are specific to text. But if it's not about text, it's just in general. If you're saying text, it means then you should be saying, for example. For example, in text editing, you deal with the text, in graphics, you deal something like that. But in general, they would editing, my enemy is something, the enemy is not talking about. It should, because after results, we were talking about the importance of editing. If there is a way of defining editing, you could just think about what is how my benefits. What are you going to benefit from editing? Right? So you basically know if you edit, you are going to avoid chapter. So those are the things that you can use to define it, right? Because there cannot be one definition for this. It could be broader, but the bottom line is the way you are saying that ensuring that you are adding or removing weight. I think that is to do with the maybe I don't know if you are looking at whether it could be something to do with the maybe grammar, or it could be something to do with, we talked about typography. We talked about. So we say you could do be looking at typography or anything, but the process, the actual process you're saying is to ensure that if it's the text that is going to be communicated, it is in a shape that is going to convey the message as intended from the sender of the message. That's the point, right? So that is done by ensuring that there is clarity in the text. The text, if it's now text now, right? The words are coherent and it is not misleading. If you can see here, I know this one, we're talking about the reasons, that's what we started from. Reasons for editing. So say you carry out the editing because it's comparison. We talked about it another time, but just because it's comparison, when you think about text, in text writing, is a must that you have to edit before you final copy. So the others are obvious, and we say whether that you edit for accuracy, facts, clarity, space is now something to do with the typography, right? And when you say typography, you say that it is that process whereby you deal with type, right? Not just that the words it's not something to do with grammar, right? Typography is something different. Because if it's something to do with grammar, you are dealing with the words, right? Typography deals with type, characters, words, each word is separate. But especially characters, there would be no spaces between characters. So if for example, if you can have reasons, now the SC, that SC can be together with the F, it will be reason for. It will be a different way. So you'll be saying, what is that? That is now is the problem. They were supposed to be space somewhere, and somewhere is supposed to be removed. So all those elements. So you do that. We talked about you avoiding litigation, meaning you do anything somehow to avoid legal implications, because sometimes you be in trouble. Right, so those are just few of the things. Now, here we're talking about now when we go into the importance of editing. Now, this one we're talking about text editing. That's what we are dealing with. Okay? So there are so many, advantages or importance that you can get from that. And where I was here, I was saying there's this author, American writer, who said it is probably okay to write garbage as long as you edit it properly, brilliantly. So this is the power of editing. Okay? That's even what is happening right now. You are reading garbage. Most of these platforms on the social media nowadays is pure garbage, right? But that garbage is brilliantly edited. Right? They say that it looks like as if it's not garbage, right? So what are we talking about? What is this person is saying is like it's just indicating the importance of editing, right? What editing can do, because if you take garbage and edit it properly, and people appreciate it, it means you can take something that is written properly, but poorly edited, it will appear as garbage. That's the investor, right? Because it will not make sense. Imagine something that is not poorly written, and that is poorly written. What does it mean? When you are reading, you are communicated. There's a communication process, right? So what good is it going to be with a text written by a professional using maybe language that is same professional language, okay? But that you are not understanding. What if you are getting a text that is it doesn't have something like what most of the magazines nowadays have. Right? You just have an image of a celebrity. When you read the story, there's nothing completely. But professionally written using type, color, all those things, you are going to spend them reading that. Something that is for education purposes. But because it is very poorly written, you are going to see it when you are not understanding it. You will even understand it. So that's how important editing is. And the problem of editing, there are so many implications or the issues with editing. Apart from making sure that you as a sender, you're making sure that the message is communicated properly. There is also issues to do with credibility, right? If you are a person who is going to be or a company that is selling books, once you people discover that your articles are not properly written, the credibility is lost, right? Imagine this newspaper. Right? If you some people out there, maybe have discovered that the newspapers they don't write good articles. Do you think they're going to be buying the newspapers? And the reputation will be tarnished. So the importance of editing is that it directly influences the credibility of the writer, and he can change, and it will change the entire matter in the content. If you write innocently, everything will change, right? So nowadays, in terms of people like as journalists, we are not just required to say you should just know how to report, right? Or you should know how to write news, right? Even when you go to these magazines, right? They are going to say, okay, we want a reporter, we want this, we want whatever. If you just show that you are right, you find a lot of people who are right, right? But the ability to edit is an added advantage, right? Because being able to edit is a special skill. Because it means you are going to be able to communicate properly, professionally, right? Because and when I say being able to edit, we are talking about being able to realize that this maybe sentences are not properly written, or maybe the spaces are not properly, designed, or maybe it's not clear, right? The sentences are not clear, or being able to know what words to replace. It's okay, we can do this maybe weights and replace them with this, right? Or we can, so it's like all those areas are good editing, because editing is that process whereby you are engaging in a specific process that will help the reader to understand the text that is going to be read by the reader easily, and you get the message easily, right? If you don't edit it, it might be a message which is distorted, but its editing will be like the two sides, right? Your side whereby you are making sure that the message is sent, and also to the side of the reader, whereby it will be easier for that person to read. How do you make it easier for the person to read? It's whereby you check that there are enough spaces and use the language that is not complicated. Right? It's so about it. Right? There was language that was complicated, and you can see that I think these ways can make someone don't understand what you're doing. So you should be able to use the ways that can be helpful. And as also know that if you want to be a good editor, text editor, you should also, or for example, I think it's like this cooperation that was here, if you get a good writer, one has to become a good reader, right? So if you are a good writer, you can't be a good writer without being a good reader. So if you are a good reader and you can write, and then you should also be able now to evaluate what you are writing, right? Which is now editing, right? To be able to evaluate it to see its fit to be communicated, right? So if you are able to do that evaluation, it means you are now becoming a good editor, right? So number one, just one of the points. It tells you into a reader, right? So if you are editing, because when you say editing, it means you are going to go through the text, isn't it? You're going to go back to you have to read the text. Yeah? So because of that, you become a good reader, because you are not going to just be reading everything, right? You'll be reading with purpose, because you want to collect mistakes, right? So you will eventually become a good reader if you are going to be doing that. And here say, when you study editing, you already become a reader and learn how to understand your audience in a better way. And when you say you are going to understand your audience, it's because when you are editing, if you want to be a good editor, you don't edit by thinking of yourself. Good editor, you put yourself in the shoes of the readers, right? It's the same like your own thing. When you take your own thing, you want to actually do it, but somebody will there's this problem. Right? So for you to know who is the problem, when you are thinking about you dive back, you will have a problem. Right? But just think about, okay, forget that you are the one who wrote it. Think about who you are with. How can you should be absent? I mean, normal mind to read it as not like as if you were the one who wrote it. If you wrote it, then when you read it, you'll be noticing maybe some other errors. Because that's why sometimes they say if you maybe you've been writing for a long time, it's better to write and leave it aside there. Do other things and come back, right? Because they want you to be fresh. Yeah? Immediately when you are writing, you think like everything is okay. But when you leave it for 5 minutes and come back and read it, because you get more, right? So that's exactly what it does. So it will make you to be it helps to edit mistakes, which is an obvious reason. If there are mistakes inside, It means the mistakes are going to be rejected, right? And the good thing is, if you imagine, if you usually go back and you start noticing mistakes, you become a very good reader, right? I mean, age, right? And here's talk about you learn how to eliminate mistakes like grammatical mistakes, spellings, right? Random sentences, and many other parts, right? And also, okay, this one cannot be, well, this is just an analysis. This is not to do with the benefits. Yeah? And you read it aloud and see if it sounds right. This is just like how do you go. Yeah? If you know that one of the way to know, especially if I think if you have done broadcasting, I mean anything, maybe on TV, yeah? If you write a script, you read the script. If you want to know how your script will sound, you read it aloud. Right? When you are reading it aloud, you can hear yourself. Oh, I think there's a mistake here. But that's just one of the method of doing. But for the importance, you collect logic and willingness, right? So logic and willingness. Really, logic is like you're talking about the. I mean, when you say logic, let me say common sense. Eh? There's only each logic. Eh? So there's something, for example, that would let me say, if you're thirsty, right? When you drink water, what happens? Eh? You are thirsty to go, right? So that's logic. Logic, you say, no, ordinary. But you can see somewhere where maybe there's an obviously something. But there's a mistake whereby it said that it doesn't sound logical, right? So you create, I mean, you eliminate all those problems, right? Logical problems. Right? Willingness is whereby you have included a lot of unnecessary words, right? From a car said scenario, there are some other words, if you remove them, nothing will change, right? So if you can say, this sentence, it turns out that this. If you remove these two words, it will still be the same. So why did you include the words? So any word that you can include, you can remove, but the message is still the same. That is a necessary word. So we help you to do that, to remove the unnecessary words. Then it will help again to avoid plagiarism issues, right? Plagiarism issues, you may know that if the information you have used, you have taken it from, you took that information from somebody's writing. Any word that you use without attribution, it means you have plagiarized, right? For instance, you have stolen somebody's idea. So plagiarism is that process of whereby you have used somebody's ideas without attribution, and you are making them appearing to be your own ideas, right? It's like professional theft, like I mean journalism. I don't know how I use my theft. So sometimes you look at the text and discover that there is a certain maybe information that we are not attributed, right? So it will help you. I mean, when you want to fix those problems to do with plagiarism, right? So that is also an important benefit. Also, you can work with the draft and choose the best parts, right? So if you are editing, that's a draft, right? So sometimes it will be that it might not be, you might not need to use the whole draft, the whole draft, right? So since you are editing, you might discover, I think this part is not necessary, right? I think the way the article is, we can use this part and this part, because these are the best parts of the writer, right? So you are able to do that if you can edit, because if you don't edit, you get yourself in a new process of you might be, you not know that there are some other parts that are most important than others, and maybe because of space and time, it's better for you to just use all those basic, or not just choose those parts. And when you say using draft, you write it, and you fix here and there, write another. Right? So you became a better writer, right? Yeah, but this is an obvious thing for you, right? Because if you are able to write, right, it's like it's as if you have written exams, you are a student, and you are also a teacher, right? Because a teacher, what it does, will back you, isn't it? Will tell you that here you are correct, here you are not. So if you are going to be doing editing process, it's like you are going or you are teaching yourself, right? You are telling yourself that this is not okay, this is okay, this is, and before even the readers read the article. So no matter when the final readers are going to get the article, it will be a professional writer, right? Because it has been properly, all errors have been removed, all problems have been removed, right? So eventually, if you are constantly doing the editing process, some of the errors, you are even going to notice them before even you finish writing them. When you are ready, you already know that, oh, I usually make this mistake. So that's why you say you can eventually become a better writer. Okay? So this is another obvious point, reason, benefit that you can also achieve. You end up, you avoid grammatical errors, right? Because the grammatical errors are problematic, right? That's why I said grammar is the base of language that influences the entire article. Just think about any communication. If not just English, right? Any language you know. If you mess with grammar, the whole message will be a problem, right? So, yes, they say that proper usage of grammar is imperative, right? Because it will be what you mean, right? You show a reader what exactly you mean. You meant by something, and it will smooth the process of communication, because sometimes people will have a problem to understand something, because if it's written, you have a problem with the grammar, a grammatical problem. I mean, it's crazy right now, because I usually go into confrontation with this international media nowadays, with this the agenda that is really propagated nowadays, the woke agenda, if you know, whereby one person is calling himself or herself they. How can one person call they? I think you have known that, you know the singers have sing. Stay with me, that guy. So himself is calling himself, they're saying, I'm easy. I think that by that. It's not one side, either of one side. So he's calling himself a bit. So the funny thing, I was reading the resource to know that these media platforms, some of them are also purpose for themselves. You as a media practitioner, as a professional journalist, if somebody is using program, do you also use program? You don't do that. You say, okay, this person is doing that, but as you as a professional, you use quality crap. But if you are reading the thing, you discover all those people who are calling themselves they. Even in the media, they're also calling them they. Because if this person is foolish, you also, whoever the writer of that article is also foolish. Straightforward. Because you are repeating a problem what somebody is. It's like, who is, if I this is a good one. You are repeating the same, you are agreeing with the same. Exactly. So according to this in Nigeria, so this most of this media platform, I think it will depend on the ownership. If you are really following the international media, you discover that You know America. Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, right? Two sides, right? Democrats, Republicans. These elements, I mean, what is called woke, whatever, whatever, is Democrats. So these Democrats, they are the ones who only look at the media platform. I mean, they don't know. They don't call themselves. But no matter what you read the music, what side they are taking. Okay? So they are the ones that don't know you. Sometimes calling themselves, they are also repeating the same thing. Okay? I hate like people, they don't even score which people. People will criticize so because he is gendered, so to speak. Because the story of course, he, by using whatever is used, it's the story of this one. Not this one, only the proper which is the gender. So the story will be the opposite. No, I would be people that will not even say which people you're talking about. So that's how this campaign is. But what I'm just saying that the grammar is important. Yeah? Because I've been saying that is the first time I've seen that the media allow you to use wrong grammar. Yeah? Just because sometimes just to please someone. Yeah? So say, okay, you can all be using wrong grammar. Are you going to be quoting all these wrong grammar? And are you going to be writing wrong grammar? Something. Okay, so whatever the case, this is going to be you're going to be, grammar saying you have to be able to understand the meaning, how the words are related to each other, the punctuation, the spellings, mistakes, the commas, the full stops, and all those areas, right? So, because the grammar, it will do with how words are going, arranged, the words. There are some other ways that will be go together for other ways, how sentences and phrases are being following each other. So, that's it. Also, to modify the structure of your writing, right? You can be able to modify the structure of writing. As here you see that if you say that the writings, if you think about the style, whereby you be having like the active voice, the passive voice, the tone, the way the paragraphs are done. Now, is when you talk about the structure, right? You're talking about the whole design, the way, the outline. Let's just say, whereby the way what you have studied from the top of the text, it should be consistent where you are going, right? If you say that, okay, you're talking about points, then first point, then you put A, second point B. As you go down, you cannot just say another point, then first point you are putting maybe a letter, 1, number 2. It means the structure is not cohesive, right? There should be a pattern, if you are using this from the top, because it's about something, if that the same elements pop up down about the same thing, you should use the same tools you have used on the top, right? It should be looking as one thing, right? It's like a house whereby usually you see that they will choose either the way that so it's a structure of the thing. It should show as one thing, right? So structure is not has to do whereby you are trying to ensure that the text is as one thing, and it has got the proper tone. Because when you say tone, the tone you're going to be using from the top should be the same. And when you're talking about tone is the one that you will create what is called mood, right? Tone is if it's not writing, is a fuel. You can see that maybe you have one million, that's the total. So can you message sold? You expect people to do message sold. Because I don't know why message sold. There's maybe Christmas time. So it's not looking like this. All of a sudden, from Halloween to Christmas. So you don't want to run into the Christmas movie. If you are talking about that movie, and you talk about Home Alone, you might feel like it's one thing. You can't have Christmas or they're trying to ruin it. Imagine now, you'll find it now they're trying to work at you cannot have Halloween and Christmas together. Or all of a sudden they are coming with movies. When is the pool for kids? That way, when is the pool horror? How can you have when the pool horror? People from the kids are doing the pool Disney classics for kids. Then you have when the pool it's all about whatever they're trying to do there. But if it's a text, it makes sense that it should be going with the same tone. If it's happening, and you say you're using active voice, should also make sure that where there is active voice, if you're talking about this, there should be active voice throughout. If it's passive voice, they should, according to what you're talking about. Because sometimes you will be switching, you're talking about something in the active voice, then all of a sudden you're talking about the same thing in the passive voice. So say, no, what are you talking, right? And also the issues to do with the dividing paragraphs, right? We do simple sentences, again. Right, so you also going to do that. Here also and also benefit if you are checking format. The major part of editing is in checking the format of the entire matter, right? So the format that you see, the font, the paragraph style, spacing, bullets, the numberings, everything. But this is important. What I'm saying is, you cannot have a write-up like this, where you use new numbers, first paragraph. Second paragraph is going to be 14. Whatever point. I think I've said that before, whereby there are people who plagiarize assignments. So because they don't even engage themselves in the process of editing, this person has plagiarized them. Because we cannot tell you 2 pages are labor. Within 2 pages, whoever will be 14. Pakati wa 14. Who goes over another 40? What happened? If you are writing as this, you can say within the writing 40 years. What did it mean? The value. Another 40 there. They don't just pay the government also. Then you can tell this is not good. Because anything, they will be when you will see something like that. Oh, you never want to see without for no reason there. Then you make sure that you carry 140 And when you say if you are having different faults, as we talked about when you are dealing with the poker, right? We said that there are reasons why you use different faults, right? For example, you see, if you say I have italic, you emphasize something because you want to emphasize something, right? You can't be writing from nowhere italicized without a reason. Why are you italicizing these words there? Or why are you putting in body these words without a reason there? So if you see those elements, that's part of checking issue that you check. Okay, the numbering, good numbering is also the element I was talking about, right? Numbering is an element because, as I said, that if you say point number 1, then you put the normally numeral or number. Then the point number 2, then you are putting an ordinary number. Point number 3, your normal middle number. So what are you talking about? Because that's not inconsistent. So it means that the format is not okay. So you check the number name, you check the bullets. You know there are different types of bullets. If you are changing the bullets, there should be a proper reason. If you're using a specific type of bullet, there should be consistent, right? Also, as I said, that usually when you're saying that you're checking the format, if you're thinking about the font, it was a font or the font type. You don't just choose the font type for the sake of font type. How do you know that you don't do it? Go to your Microsoft Office and go where there are fonts, different fonts there, and ask yourself, how many fonts have you used out of those fonts to write an article? You discover a majority of them will never use them. Yeah. Why have you most of the time use the Roman numeral, Roman times, time Romans, or maybe you have used maybe 3. I don't know if there's somebody who have used more than 5 font types from that. Because one of the elements of fonts is the readability. Right? That's why you use fonts. If the font is not decent, people are going to have a problem reading the font. You don't usually use that font. Right? But font and numbers don't work because they are the ones, weak people can easily read. Right? So you check issues because if there are going to be some other fonts that you know that people can have a problem to read. You change the font to make sure that people can read. And it's all about font type and also font size. Font size will be dealing with especially when it comes to headline. You can see here. The heading, I want to put the same font as the content. Because I want to make sure that I'm emphasizing that is the heading. So you see all those elements there. Another obviously points trying to focus on accuracy. Right? So accuracy is one of the chief honors of the editing stage, right? Because and even in the journalism, right? We will say that when you go to the newsroom, you're going to be under pressure for the thing. Due dates, right? They will tell you are doing a story by 11 o'clock or half 11, you should be here. Story, yeah? So when you go there, you are in your mind, you'll be thinking, I should get the story, I should be at the newsroom quickly. But for people who are going to read the story, agency is different. For them is accuracy. That's the most important. And even for you, after you are published, you will realize that accuracy is the most important. Because if you can be maybe because there is this battle in the media, say media institution, the battle is to be first. That's the battle, right? When the church broadcasting, before I can get bowling, like the zone, zikachitika kufanya watu, atukudishi, zikachitika kufanya mzoni yake. Really, I want to go. But what if people are using something which is wrong, false, wrong information? You hear, but now you later on discover a number. What do you think will happen with the reputation of Zodiac? People will say, Zodiac, I'm so you are going to be happy one day, but next day, people will say, no, my other day is not people, even when you publish something that is truthful, people will doubt it. But once you are giving correct facts, you're going to be at ease. That's just part of it. Part of it is the credibility part. The other part is the lawsuits part. Because if you are going to give out wrong information, you might be sued, right? So that is going to be another thing. But now, accuracy, here talk about this element of professionalism and the ethical responsibilities. And accuracy, you talk about the correct spellings, pronunciations of names, factual details of the story, anything that is to do with the facts of the story, right? If you get them right, you get it. So how do you know you got them right? And now, with this era we have, it's an era which is a very big problematic because of the internet. Yeah? In the past, the internet was not much used, and when you go to the internet, those a bigger percentage of the time you get correct information. Yeah? Right now, when you go to the internet, majority of the information you're going to find is fake news. Majority, you open, you think about, and there's a lot of people that discover what they go online. So we have got people who are paid or who are employed to be writing stories or fake stories about something, right? And they write it like the way I was talking about that they edit it well. When you look at it, you believe that is the truth. So when it comes to editing, that's where now you have to be able to differentiate between fake information and the truth, right? Which is this time, it's not about just comparing one platform. Right? Because if some of these platforms which are mainstream media, maybe be telling fake stories, right? In the past, when you say BBC, you say, oh yeah. Nowadays, if you listen to some of the BBC stories, right? You will tell, you even know that this is biased story. Right? They will just pick one side of the story. They will leave the other side of the story. That's not the truth, right? So, for you, it's a matter of going through the article and make sure that the information is correct, right? They will not do that it's correct information because the fact that someone has gave you information that mean is the truth. So it's something that is very important, yeah, because the lack of accuracy is everything. Just think about it. Because if you're not accurate, what happened? The next day, it's a newspaper, an apology. You have to apologize there. So if you apologize today, next day apology, the other day apology. What are the people going to say? You just apologize. The way it started questioning, are these people professionals? How are you keeping big mistakes? Are there mistakes or maybe you are deliberately doing it? So it's something that is the problem. Now, okay, this is another one, but it's just confirmation. This is the one we talk about already, changing the facts, right? And when we're saying facts, it's a different with just no information. Facts, you're talking about proven information, right? But it's some other information whereby it's a claim. A claim is a claim. A claim is not a fact. So, in this accuracy element, accuracy is not like checking the facts only, right? Accuracy is making sure that the information you are giving is, exactly as the word that you're giving from the source. Because someone will make a claim. So that's a claim. So you say, okay, well, again, I'm okay. And you repeat it. Then, okay, well, again, this is a claim. While you're fact checking, you will take that claim and you gather the check the facts now. Only you are not again in the jump. Information in the jump. This one, the person was lying, right? So you have to compare now with the facts somewhere. But even when it's not out of it, this person, maybe the numbers have jumped. According to information, you have it. You could jump, you have not jumped. This is a story. So fact checking is important because it is a problem with journalism whereby there are journalists who are putting, let me say, regular sources there. Some kind of their own contact books. I'm a kind of book at the contact manager, junior manager, where they so you don't search for information all the time. If something is involving here, they will send the page class. So I can't maybe you have to cover there's always the twice or thrice, then maybe you know them. They know you. So because of that, you don't think akaguzi zona. Udosa ile kuzi, then waguzi jambo kubwa, which is very professional. Professionalism will fact checking, even if one could say, okay, go and check the facts. Okay, this person will say that. You go and check other sources there to see if it's the truth. So that's what